guys, welcome back to the Fermented World channel. Today we're looking in on the explosive red wine. So when I brewed this, it was crazy high. I put too much in it. I wasn't prepared for what wine yeast was gonna do. It started off really slowly and then it just flipping erupted. I took some out, it erupted again. I took some more out, it settled out. It tried to put a bit of gunk in the airlock, but it didn't make it and it settled down again. And since then, it's been left to ferment out. It started at 1.078. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a hydrometer reading. We're gonna see where it's at. We're gonna have a taste, see what it tastes like. And depending on what we get is dependent on what we do. For example, if it's gone completely dry, we'll be adding stoppers today. And then probably leave it 2-3 weeks or whatever until it clears out completely. Once it's clear, we're going to bottle it. Now, I'm treating this as a mead, as I would a mead, because a mead is essentially a wine made with honey. You use maybe a stronger yeast for a mead. You can use any yeast, really, to be fair. As long as you've got nutrients in there, it'll be fine. But obviously, wine and mead yeasts have a higher tolerance. A mead yeast is normally a champagne yeast, to be honest. So yeah, let's get it on. Let's see what we got going with this. Now, this was made with grape juice bought from a store. So I literally went into the shop, picked up 4 cartons of this grape juice and used one that I had some left in, which I should have measured out really, but I'm stupid. And I didn't, so I didn't. And obviously I added 200 grams of brewing sugar, which then increased the volume. So let's take a hydrometer reading and see where we are at. Sorry if you can hear quaffing and scoffing in the background. That's the dog. He's decided to come in for his dinner. Always does. As soon as I start a video, he comes in, slobbering in his bowl. Bless him. Smells fruity. I'm hoping it's finished and it's gone completely dry because it's not showing any activity in the airlock, which means it should have gone down to 0.990, but it hasn't. It's gone down to 0.994. Let's make a quick, what's today's date? I'll do the date in a bit. I think it's the 2nd. I want to say 2nd. Yeah, it must be. Because the teachers were on strike yesterday, so we went for a bloody bike ride. Woohoo! Yeah, so 0.SPGR, which is an abbreviation for specific gravity, which is 0.904. Which means there is still 4 fermentable points of sugars in there that can be fermented. I think the yeast had a 15% tolerance. Now, I'm definitely not a wine connoisseur. I don't even like wine. I brewed it just because I could, and I wanted to show you that you could. I'm going to leave this for a year to mature, by the way. That's not actually that bad. I think there is off flavors there, which is why wines are left to mature a lot longer. But it has that dryness, that flavor. That's not bad. That is not bad. So yeah, today we're going to add stoppers. But first we're going to rack it off into this jug, or pitcher as it's also known. I'm going to tip that in there. This has all been sterilised, by the way, so I waste nothing. If I can't tip it back in, I will drink it. But it's a bit early to be drinking wine. So yeah, we're going to rack this off this part needs to go up here, and this bit needs to come down here. And yeah, we're going to rack this off. I'm going to speed it up. Okay, so that's that racked off. I don't have any clean demijohns available at the moment because I've got them all in use, and one broke not long ago, so could do with buying a new one, to be fair. So we're going to get this rinsed out, washed out with some soap, get rid of all this crustin, I think it's called, crastin, not sure. Basically all the crud that comes up when the yeast starts going wappo. And then we're going to sterilise it, ready to be used again. So we'll be back in a second when we've done that. Okay, so we're back from washing that out, as you saw. I just wanted to show you what it is that I do. I wash it with soap, I rinse it out, and then sanitize it, then rinse it out again. I've even poured some of the sanitizing liquid into the airlock, which is already on it, just because that was a bit gunked up from when it erupted, and then erupted again, and then tried to erupt again, but we managed to stop it. Even give the outside a little squiggle, but that's not really too much of a bother. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to move this out of the way, and we're going to add the stoppers, which are sodium metabisulfate, also known as Campden tablet, which it sterilizes the brew, stops it from oxidizing, and also we're going to add potassium sorbate, which is in a lot of foods that we eat and stuff. It just it helps preserve things, stops fermentations is what it does. It engulfs the yeasts in a bubble, which inhibits them from continuing their rampage of fermentation. So we're done with that, so we can move that over to the side. And then, what we're going to do, I nearly swore then, but every time I swear I have to like dub it out with a camera click. So if you ever watch my videos and you hear a, that's because I swore. I have a habit for it. I do apologise, but I'm getting better. So I want to crush this down. Some people dissolve it, I just wash it straight in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to gently mix that in. Very, very gently. What we'll be doing now is removing any carbon dioxide waste that's in there, because obviously the yeast produces carbon dioxide, which is its waste. We're doing it very gently. We're not going ham. We do not want to be splashing. We just want to be mixing in the stoppers. Yeah, so I've got 4.5 litres of this. Hopefully I'll have some people who are willing to drink it, or try it at least. I'm not, like I say, a wine drinker, so it'll probably get saved for a special occasion when somebody comes round and they don't want anything else that I've got, so they'll be palmed off with this. But it's just to prove that it can be done. Ooh, ABV. Let's quickly check what the ABV would have been. 11.2 is what this is at, which is all right, you know. It's not mega. It's the first one I've done. I probably won't be doing another one with grape juice, but what I might do is do one with orange juice. And maybe apple juice and any other kind of juice that I can buy. But you've got to make sure it's 100%. None of this puree added, because you end up getting some nasty clumps of crap at the bottom with puree. Now, if you have to use ones with puree, use them, but just be aware that you are going to lose a little bit of your brew to the puree, which then settles down at the bottom, creates like a crud. Oh, caught that. We do not want that on the floor. It is sterile. Right. So now we've taken a hydrometer reading, we've written that down, we've added the fermentation stoppers. Next step is to put it into the clean demijohn. Okay, so there we have it, it's done. Racked off, stoppers in it, took a hydrometer, we know that it's done. All that's left to do is relabel it back up because I washed it off and wait a couple of weeks for it to clear out. Once it's cleared out, we bottle. Wash up your equipment, job done. That's it. The day is done. What a successful day it was. So yeah, check back 2 weeks and we'll have another video for it being bottled and tasted again. Adios. Thanks for watching.